Today on Heinz Barbecue, we got some pretty crappy weather here in Virginia. So we're going to shoot down to North Carolina, Durham to be exact, and check out a barbecue spot I've been wanting to go to for a long time. Come on with us and let's see how it turns out. All right, so in this tin we've got some pretty amazing barbecue. But before we get to that part, this was kind of an interesting taste test because weather in one place was so drastically different than the other, and Lauren and Barrett went with me, my wife and son. So we got down there and it was actually pretty sunny and we didn't get any sunscreen. So we ate a little bit there and then we packed everything up and pretty much headed back to the house, and I'm going to finish the review here. So there'll be some clips of us at Damp Good Barbecue and kind of you can see the layout, see a couple of people there, but I'm just going to tie music behind that because it was just really chaotic while we were there and I don't think it would make for a very good video. But you can see the trailer, you can kind of see their layout, you can see their smokers a little bit. I didn't go in depth on this one as I do on some of the other ones, but it's kind of because time was against us. But that being said, the barbecue, man, this stuff it's pretty good. The brisket is definitely probably the best brisket I've ever had, hands down, easily up to this point. Best brisket I've ever had. I got to eat a little bit of the brisket there and a little bit of the spare rib, and I did not get to try the beef rib yet. So really looking forward to doing that. So let me stop taking up everybody's time. The barbecue sauce, I've tried it. It's pretty good. It's different, but it's good. It's very good. So I wouldn't say it's one of my most favorite barbecue sauces I've ever tried, but it's a very good sauce. So here we go. This is our platter, and it's a beauty. And what I did was I got a ½ pound of pretty much every piece of meat that they had except for turkey, because Lauren got a turkey, the BLT turkey sandwich. So I got to try the turkey on that. The turkey was very good. It was cooked perfectly, super tender, very tasty. It wasn't dried out. So it was cooked really well. What else? Banana pudding. I ended up eating that in the truck. I'll show a little video clip of that and what it looks like. It was very good. It's got real bananas down in the bottom of it. You can't really tell it while I'm eating it, but there's real bananas down in the bottom of it. And I like the little cookie wafers that they put in there. And evidently they timed it just perfectly. So they sit them in there, and then the moisture from the banana pudding kind of turns them into a cake. So when you eat it, it's not overly, it hasn't absorbed too much water. It's absorbed just the right amount of water. So they did a really good job on that. So enough talking, let's start eating. So what I want to do first, I got to show you guys this brisket. I mean, look at it. It is absolutely beautiful. And it pulls apart just so effortlessly, and this is really high quality beef, and you can tell it. The bark on it is just perfect. It's got, I'm trying to find a better way to articulate this stuff as I eat it, so that way it'll make you want to go there, because it's just really good. The salt is perfect. And then the seasonings that they use on it, they're definitely using more than just salt and pepper. And I really like that in a brisket. And I could be wrong. It may just be salt and pepper on this, but if it is, it's married perfectly. I mean, you can see the fat on this is rendered all the way through. I mean, it's cooked so perfectly. And even the lean on this, it's just the marbleization in it is really good all the way through the piece. So can't say enough about this brisket. If you really want to try some great brisket somewhere on the East Coast, this is the best I've ever had on the East Coast up to this point. So really got to give those guys a lot of credit on that, because that's a perfect brisket. And they were nice enough to stick a beautiful burnt end in there. Oh my gosh. This thing is absolutely delicious. Once again, you can see that fat. It just cooked all the way through perfectly. The bark, just outrageous. So, yeah, really good. All right, next, we got the pork spare rib. So, pretty good looking rib. Membranes on. Let's have a bite. Which way do I want to eat this? Good bite. Stays on the bone. It's cooked perfectly. It's a really neat rib. Lauren said something about it that I really liked. She said it's almost like beef jerky, is the taste it gives you. And at first I couldn't really taste the smoke on it. Now that we've got it home and I rewarmed it up, you can really taste the oak in it. And it's kind of mild and lays in the background. And it works a lot better than I thought. So, but the execution on cooking it is absolutely perfect. The seasoning's really good. It's definitely a Texas style rib. It's more of kind of the salt and pepper. There's a couple of other things in there. The bark on it is really good. And like I said, it's cooked to perfection. And it's kind of got like a vinegar twang to it, which is really cool because I grew up on the North Carolina, Virginia border. So North Carolina chopped barbecue is it's kind of iconic because of the vinegar. I'm liking this more and more the more I eat it. It's a really good rib. It's got a good smell of smoke on it. So, really good. All right, what are we gonna do next? So, this is really neat. Never had this before. And this is skin on pork belly that, what did they call this? The bacon brisket. So they cook pork belly like they do brisket. And it looks like that. You can kind of see the skin still on it. Pretty neat. And it's got a really unique taste. The salt on there is perfect. Absolutely perfect. And the skin on is really awesome. And it's not like overly chewy and really stretchy. You bite through it, it's not crunchy, but you still get a good bite straight through it. It's just really good. It's so rich, and they render the fat in it perfectly, which is not the easiest thing to do with pork belly. So that is it's a really neat thing. I've never seen it anywhere. So kudos to you guys on this. And if I didn't mention this, this is Damp Good Barbecue in Durham, North Carolina, or they're right outside of Durham, the small little place that they're in. I don't know the name of it, but it's a little farmer's market that's there. And it's a really awesome place if you've got kids to take down there. They've got kind of it's almost like a kids gymnasium kind of thing set up over there across the street. And just a really cool place. Everyone there, you know, North Carolina, just super awesome. Great people, met some friends in line. So pretty cool. So what do we want to do next? All right, we got some pulled pork here. And I'm really looking forward to this because it smells amazing. And it's got the bark in it. And I do miss me some North Carolina pulled pork because it's got the vinegar in it. Reminds me of home. And the smoke that's in that is just beautiful. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it. I want another barky piece. Got a chunk of a barky piece here. It's pretty good. I think it could use more salt, but that's me. The bark on it is perfect. The smoke is good. And it's just, you know, they incorporate the vinegar in there really well. And it just kind of lingers in the background and gives you a, I don't know, it just kind of makes me laugh because it just brings back memories of growing up, going to get barbecue, certain places when I was a kid. So, brings back some good memories. Finally, look at this thing. Who doesn't love a beef rib? I mean, dino ribs are just like the best thing ever. And this one is beautiful. Beautiful bark, cooked perfectly, fats rendered. Look at that thing. Oh yeah, just one more good look there. All right, how do I want to bite it? I think we're gonna get it from the back side. Mmm. So rich. You only take like one bite of those things, but they're really good. Absolutely cooked perfectly. Their beef, the way they cook their beef is just phenomenal. I need to come up there and let them show me how to do it. So, one sad thing is, I did get a sausage from them, but unfortunately it didn't make its way in here. So, we'll have to get them to give us one next time we go up there. So, yeah. But beef rib, really good. Kind of salt and pepper, maybe a little bit of Lowry's, something along those lines. But it's just pull apart. Really good. Oh man. That bite was really good. It had a bunch of the fat in there. Had it caramelized and just stuck down in there. So, starting to rain on me again. All right. I forgot to bring silverware out here. Mac and cheese. This stuff is pretty good. I tried a little bit of it earlier. So, I'm going to try not to look like too much of a heathen. I am a connoisseur of mac and cheese. I think I make a pretty decent mac and cheese. This stuff, some barbecue places I've eaten at before, their mac and cheese it just kind of seems like an afterthought to me. This mac and cheese seems like it was a forward thought. Like, hey, let's make a side that's really good. This is also smoked, and it's not over smoked. Because sometimes when you're cooking mac and cheese, you throw it in the smoker, it can get some kind of funky stuff going on. This, not at all. It's super creamy, almost kind of buttery. The noodles aren't overcooked. It's got a little bit of that 16 mesh black pepper in there, which I really love. So that's a really good side. Unfortunately, I didn't get the Brussels sprouts. There was a couple other sides I wanted to get, but I didn't get them. But we're going back, so we'll definitely try those out. The baked beans. This is going to be a really big mess. I'm not a big fan of baked beans. Maybe because all of them don't taste like that. I tried those cold when we were coming back, right when we got back home. And they had a different taste than they do warmed up. So, that's pretty good. It's got a little bit of sweetness. The sweetness stood out more when they were cold. You kind of felt like it was going to overpower everything. So I eat like a heathen. I really like the baked beans. And I'm not a baked bean person. The only other baked beans I really like are my mom's. So, but that's really good. So, yeah, I would definitely get the baked beans. Last but not least, the sauce. And I want to dip some of this pulled pork in here. It's because I think it's going to be amazing. That's what that was missing. And I know, if you got to put sauce on it, it's not that good. Yeah, whatever. Leave me alone. This sauce with this pork, they really marry. The pulled pork marry really, really good together. Yeah. That's like really good. I have to get Lauren to try this as I drip it in there. Yeah, it's got like it's got that heavy North Carolina vinegar taste, but there's some sugar in there. It's got some sweet heat in there. Really, really good. This is a great tray of barbecue. If you guys are looking for a good place to go check out Damn Good Barbecue. Everyone there was super nice. The line was not terribly long. I even had to go back through it to get Lauren a turkey sandwich because I forgot to get it. And I was able to make it through the line twice. As far as price goes on this, everything is reasonably priced. I've seen some craft barbecue places pushing stuff out there. This is the most economically priced food that I've seen for as good as it is in a while. So if you're worried about cost, don't worry about it. Go check these guys out. They've got some phenomenal barbecue. All right, that concludes this episode of Heinz Barbecue. And I really just want to say thank you to everyone out there with all the comments, just supporting the channel, doing awesome stuff, subscribing, liking stuff. It really makes a big difference to what we're doing here. And right now we've got like 410 subscribers, and really grateful for everybody who's subscribed, and just trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers. So if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, or, do whatever. If you don't like what you see, give me the middle finger or something, I don't know. But just really want to say thank you, because it really makes a big difference. Every time I jump on YouTube and I look at the analytics and all the different things that go into this, and I see people putting in comments, it makes me feel like I'm doing something that's kind of worthwhile and people actually want to see this. So we've got some neat videos coming up. We've got a new smoker over there that is probably gonna raise some eyebrows, especially for the type of stuff that I've shown so far. And the short that I did on the brined ribs, I did those in the box, and I've got a really good method for some super cheap, really good barbecue that I can't wait to get out there. So until we get a chance to get back to you guys, I hope that you keep them burning, cook something great, and can't wait to see you again. Thanks for tuning in.